Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening. This is the National News Telecast. I'm Uvin Hettiarachchi.
And I'm Sharma Mascarenhas. First, it's a look at the day's headlines.
The electricity bill to be reduced by 21.9% from midnight today. Power tariff for religious places reduced by 33%. Former Additional Secretary of Health to make a special statement on the controversial drug deal before the courts. 62 more rules for the new economic transformation. An airport employee arrested with gold worth 200 million rupees. An armed gang storms a jail in Haiti. Sri Lanka-Bangladesh cricket series begins.
Now for those and other stories in detail, starting off with local news, the Public Utilities Commission has given its approval to reduce power tariff by 21.9%.
This will be effective from midnight tonight. According to the Power Traffic Revision, a unit of household that consumes less than 30 units has been reduced by 30%. The household between 31 and 60 units will be reduced by 28%. The 61 to 90 units category will have a reduction of 30% of their bill. Households that use 90 to 180 units are entitled to 24% tariff reduction. The households above 180 units will have a reduction of 18% on the monthly bill. The Public Utilities Commission has also approved a proposal to reduce the tariff on religious places by 33%. The common amenity consumers category will enjoy a reduction of 23%, while the state institutions will have a reduction of 22%. Hotels and industrial sector will enjoy a reduction of 18%, and charges for street lamps will be reduced by 25%. According to the new traffic revision, the monthly fee for a household below 30 units will be reduced from 180 to 150 rupees. They will also be only charged 8 rupees per unit. The monthly fee of 31 to 61 unit category has reduced to 300 rupees with a reduction of 60 rupees. They will be charged only 20 rupees per unit from tomorrow. Monthly fee of a 480 rupees will be category between 60 to 90 units has decreased up to 400 rupees. This will be charged only 30 rupees per unit from tomorrow. Earlier, the charge per unit is 41 rupees. The monthly fee of 1,180 for 90 to 120 units category has reduced up to 1,000 rupees. The 59 rupee charge will be reduced to 50 rupees. The 120 to 180 category will only pay 1,500 rupees monthly fee. They will have a relief of 270 rupees. The charge per unit for this category has reduced from 59 to 50 rupees. The 2,360 rupees monthly fee of the category of 180 units is to be reduced up to 2,000 rupees. The charge per unit will be slashed from 89 to 75 rupees. The chairman of the Public Utilities Commission, Professor Manjula Fernandez, said that some chief incumbent pharaohs of Buddhist temples told the commission that their bill would be paid by the members of the Dayaka Sabha. The commission considered these requests and reduced bills accordingly.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe revealed that over the past 14 months, that the Parliament has enacted 42 new laws to facilitate the country's economic transformation. Furthermore, the President highlighted the necessity of passing an additional 62 laws through Parliament. He underscored that if this cannot be achieved in the current parliamentary session, the bills will be reintroduced in the subsequent session for approval. The President made these remarks during his keynote address at the What's New dialogue on legal reforms with young legal professionals. The What's New project by the Presidential Secretariat under the guidance of the President Ranil Wickremesinghe to recognise the need for new legal reforms and the importance of the views of the youth and the new generation was held yesterday at the BMICH. Additionally, the President launched the What's New website, which was initiated by a group of young lawyers. President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that to establish this new economic paradigm, we require new legislation. The European trade system was established during the Dutch colonial period, and elements of the Roman Dutch legal system still influence our laws today. The president said that in 1977, the President J.R. Jayawardene ushered in the open economic era, necessitating the introduction of the new legislation. Similarly, for this new economic program, we need to enact pertinent laws. He said that the government has made significant strides, passing 42 laws in the past 14 months, a remarkable achievement. Now, the challenge lies in presenting the remaining 62 laws. Postponing the parliamentary vote is not an option. Any unfinished business will be carried forward to the next parliament. The president further said that if we persist with this program, a new legal framework will be emerged in the coming years, paving the way for a revitalized economy. A new Public Financial Management Act is set to be reintroduced along with the Public Debt Management Act and an Agricultural Modernization Act, all aimed at achieving specific economic goals. He said that additionally, an Economic Transformation Act will be enacted to spearhead these objectives, potentially leading to establishment of an Economic Commission in lieu of the current Board of Investment. Furthermore, the control over trade zones under the Board of Investment and newly established trade zones will be consolidated under this commission. The president said that the Bolster Domestic Productivity or National Productivity Commission will be established, recognizing the imperative of enhancing local products to remain competitive globally. Simultaneously, the establishment of an Economic and International Trade Institute is underway to further support the economic growth.
Sri Lankan ambassador to Myanmar, Janaka Bandara, says that 8 Sri Lankan were rescued following a continuous effort by the government of Sri Lanka. Following the continuous effort made by the Sri Lankan government, 8 Sri Lankans out of 56 trapped in cybercrime centres in Maiwadi area in Myanmar have been rescued by Myanmari authorities and are currently in Maiwadi Central Police Station. The Embassy of Sri Lanka in Myanmar is currently working on early repatriation of the rescued Sri Lankans. As per information made available by the Embassy of Sri Lanka in Myanmar, the 56 Sri Lankans who have been trafficked are being held in 4 separate locations in Maiwadi area, and the rescued 8 Sri Lankans were in one of these locations in the area that could be accessed by the Myanmari officials. The rescue operation undertaken by the Myanmar government follows intensified diplomatic engagements, including a communication from President Ranil Wickremesinghe addressed to the Prime Minister of Myanmar, Senior General Min Aung Hlaing, requesting for the early intervention and support to rescue and safely repatriate the trapped nationals, which conveyed their diplomatic channels to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Myanmar on 22nd February 2024. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in coordination with the Embassy of Sri Lanka in Myanmar, continues to make every effort to rescue and repatriate all Sri Lankan nationals who have become victims of human trafficking are entrapped in Myanmar in close collaboration with the Myanmar government.
Former Additional Secretary to the Ministry of Health Saman Ratnayake, who was arrested regarding the controversial purchase of medicines, was produced before the Maliga Khanda Magistrates Court today. Prison officials brought him to the courts this morning and after while he was taken away back to prison. Saman Ratnayake was taken into custody when he came to the CID recently to make a statement regarding the purchase of substandard drug. Later, when he was produced before the Maliga Khanda magistrate, he said that he is willing to make a statement secretly before the magistrates. Accordingly, he was produced before the courts today. Later, he was ordered to be remanded until the 14th of this month. Colombo District Court today ordered to extend the injunction order issued against taking disciplinary action against President of the Samaki Jana Balawega, Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca. Up to the 19th of this month, the district courts issued this order today after considering a petition filed by Sarath Fonseca. This injunction order has been issued against the respondents, including leader of the SJB Sajid Premadasa, General Secretary Ranjit Madhuma Bandara, and National Organizer Tissa Tanayaka and Treasurer of the SJB Harsha De Silva. Two police officers who were proven guilty of killing a suspect by assaulting him while in police custody were sentenced to death by the Colombo High Court's magistrate today. The case has been filed against 4 police officers under several charges, including the killing of a suspect arrested by the Paliagoda police regarding a theft of a mobile phone by assaulting with stumps. Out of them, 2 police officers were acquitted and released as the charges against them were not proven.
Minister Sri Lankans says that new educational system that gives priority to talents and skills of students will be introduced. The minister made this comment joining a national program to introduce spoken English activity-based program for the grade 1 students this year. The introduction ceremony was held at Dhamma Ashoka Vidyalaya in Maharagama. The Ministry of Education has introduced this program to promote English speaking and listening skills of grade 1 and grade 2 students. Accordingly, introduction of this program for the grade 1 students was held at the schools in all provinces. The Ministry of Education has trained over 13,800 teachers to implement this program. Minister Susil Premajayant said that his challenge is to improve English fluency skills of grade 5 students of a normal school on par with the skills of an international school student. Instead of depending only on written exams, the student skills should be identified for other methods. Education system should be changed similar to that of developed countries.
Deputy Speaker Ajit Rajapaksa says that the Speaker puts his signature to a bill passed by Parliament only after it was recommended by the Attorney General. Although some persons sought clarifications from the Supreme Court regarding the bill, it was rejected as the bill has been passed according to proper procedure. The Deputy Speaker made these remarks at a workshop held today to educate representatives of the local government bodies. It was held at the Sanasa campus in Kegol. Deputy Speaker Ajit Rajapaksa said that an impeachment has been brought against the Speaker at present. Some went before the Supreme Court against the online bill. It has been rejected by the Supreme Court last Friday. Some political elements are attempting to gain political mileage by taking action against the newly passed bills.
The 24 contestants qualified for the final round of Rupavahini 2024 Sobha Salon were provided with numbers today at the Sri Lankan Rupavahini Corporation premises. Out of a large amount of contestants, 12 princes and 12 princesses have qualified for the final round. They will contest under the numbers given today. They will also show their talents and skills in numerous segments. They were provided with numbers under the patronage of Acting Chairman of Sri Lankan Rupavahini Corporation, Rakita Abegunawardena. The contestants were informed regarding the next stage of the Rupavahini competition series. Accordingly, they will have to take part in training workshops and co-events from today under the supervision of veteran model Roseanne Dias and veteran choreographer Channa Vijayawardena.
In other stories, development of several other roads in line with the 1,500 kilometers road development projects commenced yesterday. Development of 2.5 kilometers from Horagala Vimalatissa Avenue to Horagala East in Homagama was kicked off under the patronage of Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena. A sum of 75 million rupees will be spent to lay carpets along this road. People have faced many difficulties as this road has not been renovated for over 20 years.
මනුස්සයෙකුට පයින් ඇවිදගෙන යාමටත් නොහැකි තත්ත්වයක් තමයි උදාලා තිබුණේ. මේ පාර ප්‍රතිසංස්කරණය කිරීමට කටයුතු කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒක මේ ප්‍රදේශවාසීන්ට ඉතාමත් මහඟු කාර්යයක්. ජනතාවට ලොකු සේවයක් මේක හැදිනවා නම් මහත් දුෂ්කරතාවයක් වින්දා. මේක නැති වෙන එක අපි සතුටු වෙනවා. අමත් දුෂ්කර මාර්ගයක් තමයි තිබුණේ දැන් අවුරුදු 20ක තිස්සේ. මේ පාරට හදිස්සි ලෙඩෙක් වුණත් ත්‍රිවිල් එකක්වත් එන්නේ යන්න
මේ කරපු ව්‍යාපෘතිය ගැන අපි ගොඩාක් ස්තුති වෙනවා මන්ත්‍රීතුමාට.
මේ සදා ඇස්තමේන්තු කළා තියෙනවා මේ ඉංජිනේරු මහත්තුරු.
Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena said that the cost of 75 million rupees cannot be collected from these villages. This should be done by the government funds. Some say that these roads are constructed using the tax money of the people. That is their ignorance. A party that has never governed a country cannot manage the public finance. It is a responsibility of a citizen to tell the truth to the people, to work to save the country.
Digitalized online services of the Department of Motor Traffic is available for public from today. Accordingly, people should reserve a date and time to get services through the automatic telephone system and the website. The system was identified as a solution to the heavy congestions prevailing at the department. The new online service is available covering 26 district branch offices as well. The public are able to obtain the services by dialing the number 011 2117 116. The services are available under all 3 languages. In addition, services can be obtained through the website www.dmtappointments.dmt.gov.lk. Commissioner General of Motor Traffic Nishanta Anuruddha Veerasinghe says that accordingly it is compulsory for the public to reserve a date and time in advance. Commissioner General of Motor Traffic Nishanta Anuruddha Veerasinghe says that the aim of digitizing the Motor Traffic Department is to ease the congestion at the department. Public are able to get the services from the department more conveniently through this system.
The Department of Meteorology says that the warm weather condition will prevail further. Director General of the department, Atula Karunanayake, said this at a press briefing. Accordingly, this warm weather condition will last for over several months. This is due to the lack of wind currents blowing over the island. In addition, solar power is absorbed into the ground as a mode of heat. Due to this phenomena, groundwater is evaporated and added to the atmosphere. The department says, however, these vapor cannot form rain clouds in lower atmosphere. However, due to high humidity, moisture emitted by human body through sweating is not absorbed into the atmosphere. This will cause excessive heat in the human body. Director General of the Department of Meteorology, Atula Karunanayake, said that the heat emitted by the sun rays is absorbed by the ground at day and time and released to the air again at night. Since the atmosphere is full with clouds, the body heat is not properly absorbed by the environment. This heat condition may last till midnight due to this situation. By early morning, a mist condition can also be seen in some districts. According to the meteorological data, this excessive heat condition may experience until the end of April.
Now for few local items in brief. A person was killed by a shooting in a cab and Mirpola area in Hanvella. The police say the victim has been identified as a brother of the notorious criminal gang leader Manna Roshan. Another person in the cab was also injured and admitted to the Havisawel hospital. The gunman had fled the area and Hanvella police was deployed to start investigations. An employee of Katnayake Airport was taken into custody by customs officials today when he attempted to take a stock of gold jewellery worth about 200 million rupees out of the airport premises. The basic investigation, it has been revealed, the suspect had been conducting this racket for a long time with the help of some other employees of the airport. Among the jewellery, 20 gold cards similar to ATM cards, 12 capsules of gold gel were also present. State Minister Ranjit Siamblapitiya also inspected the stock of gold taken into custody. The Agritech 2024 Agro-Technical Exhibition was opened today at Battala Agricultural Centre for the 3rd day. This has been organised in line with the 37th Asia Pacific Summit of Food and Agriculture Organisation. Some farmers were provided with compensation for crop damages and loans at low interest rate were also given.
Well, that's a look at local news. Stay with us about the wedding of the year coming up.
இரவு 8:30க்கு உங்கள் நேத்ரா டிவியில்.
And on foreign news now, foreign media reports that armed gangs have stormed the main prison in Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, releasing many inmates. Authorities say that the vast majority of about 4,000 men held here have now escaped the main prison. Among those detained were gang members charged in connection with the 2021 killing of President Jovenel Moïse. While violence in Haiti has worsened in recent years and gangs aim to oust Prime Minister Ariel Henry, the latest upsurge in violence began last week when the Prime Minister travelled to Nairobi to discuss sending a Kenyan-led multinational security force to Haiti. Gang leader Jimmy declared a coordinated attack to remove him. Reuters media reports that 99 prisoners, including former Colombian soldiers jailed over President Moïse's murder, had chosen to remain in their cells for fear of being killed in a crossfire.
Now on to the headline. Trump were among the high-profile international figures who were jetted to India for the billionaire heir Anant Ambani's extravagant pre-wedding party, which wrapped up yesterday. Featuring performances from pop superstar Rihanna and magician David Blaine, the three-day celebration welcomed around 1,200 guests from Silicon Valley, Bollywood and beyond, with cricket legend Sachin Tendulkar and actor Shah Rukh Khan among the many Indian celebrities pictured at the attendance. Ambani is the younger son of Asia's richest man, Mukesh Ambani, who has been an estimated fortune of around 117 billion dollars. The 28-year-old serves as a director of an energy business operated by Reliance, an Indian conglomerate founded by his grandfather. Although Ambani and his 29-year-old girlfriend Radhika Merchant is not due to marry until July, no expenses were spared at the lavish pre-wedding bash. Guests served 500 dishes created by 100 chefs, which saw a copy of planning document provided to invitees.
And we bring you updates from the Air Force Cycle Tour. Nipuna Sonal of Sri Lanka Ports Authority won the first place of the second stage of the Air Force Cycle Tour. This 5-day tour has been organised in line with the 73rd anniversary of the Sri Lanka Air Force.
This has been organised for the 25th occasion. The second stage was held from Kandy to Polonnaruwa with a stretch of 137.2 kilometres. The cyclists arrived at Polonnaruwa passing Akurana, Mattala, Dambulla, Innamaluwa, Habarana and Mineria. 109 cyclists contended this event. The second stage was won by Pasindu Thisara of the Sri Lankan Army, while Prabhat Silva of Sri Lankan Navy secured the third place. The third stage will be held tomorrow from Polonnaruwa to Trincomalee with a stretch of 125.7 kilometres. The outstanding winner will be provided a cash prize of 500,000 rupees. The cycling race is live telecasted through ChannelEye of the Rupavahini Corporation.
Sri Lanka has won the first T20 international cricket match against Bangladesh. Bangladesh won the toss and elected to field first. Accordingly, Avishka Fernando and Kusal Mendis started the Sri Lanka innings. Kusal Mendis scored his 13th half-century, scoring 59 runs. Sadira Samaravikrama scored his second half-century, scoring not out 61 runs. Captain Charitas Patrick's College and Jaffna College ended in a draw.
The match was played at St. Patrick's College grounds in Jaffna. The big match, known as the Jaffna Battle of the Goals, was played this year for the 107th time. The St. Patrick's College team won the toss and invited Jaffna College to bat first. They scored 189 runs for the first innings. St. Patrick's College scored 146 runs for the first innings. Jaffna College declared its second innings while scoring 93 runs for 7 wickets. In reply, St. Patrick's College were 24 runs for the loss of 5 wickets in the second innings at the end of the match. The women's big match between Prajapati Gautami School in Ambalangoda and Singapore Sri Lanka Friendship School in Verakatia ended up in a draw. Singapore Sri Lanka Friendship School scored 137 runs in the first innings. Prajapati Gautami Schools scored only 67 runs in the first innings. Singapore Sri Lanka Friendship School could only score 18 runs in the second innings. The match was played at Rajpaksha Ground in Verakatia. That's it for tonight's English News Telecast. Thank you for joining us. Good night.